Welcome to this use case scenario on filtering for specific jobs in AAI. In this scenario, we'll explore how you can build complex, multi-condition filters using advanced job filters. You'll learn how to combine job attributes, execution data, and scheduler-specific properties, and how to apply the AND or the OR logic to create precise filter combinations that help narrow your investigation. Meet Chris. She's an operator at Apex 10, a fictitious global financial services firm. During her shift, she's responsible for monitoring jobs related to financial operations, particularly those that run on the AutoSys scheduler. Apex 10 follows naming conventions to group job types. Jobs related to finance often include FIN in their names, while portfolio jobs typically include port. After reviewing overnight alerts, Chris wants to filter for trouble state jobs related to these two functions. Chris begins her investigation on the All Jobs page in AAI. She clicks the Advanced Filter icon next to the Standard Filter menu. This opens the Advanced Search dialog with the Filters tab active by default. At the top of the dialog, Chris sees the AND or connectors. Since she plans to build a set of cumulative conditions, she leaves the connector set to AND. For her first filter, Chris needs to find jobs that contain FIN in their names. In the Attributes drop-down, she sees all the categorized options and types name in the Attribute search bar. AAI populates a list of categorized attributes that contain the search term. From the suggestions, Chris selects job name. Chris observes that as soon as she selects the job name attribute, the value field turns red, prompting her to choose a criteria type before entering a value. From the criteria drop-down, she selects contains, since she wants to filter for jobs that include the word FIN in their names. She types FIN in the value field, which turns blue to confirm that the condition is now active. To also include jobs with port in their names, Chris clicks the plus symbol to add another row. AAI automatically applies the OR connector between the two rows. She selects the same attribute and criteria as before and enters port in the value field. It's worth noting that if Chris needed both conditions to be true for each filter, she would have used the Add Criteria option instead of adding a new row. Chris now clicks the Add Criteria button to define her next condition, limiting the results to jobs that run on AutoSys schedulers. In the Attributes pane, she searches for Scheduler and selects Scheduler Name from the suggested list. She notices that as soon as she selects Scheduler Name, the criteria field automatically changes to Matches and is grayed out, indicating that this attribute only supports a single match condition. In the Values drop-down, Chris selects all available AutoSys instances from the list. With that condition applied, she clicks Add Criteria again to define the next filter in her set. Next, Chris adds a condition to focus on jobs with failure-prone or unstable statuses. In the Attribute drop-down, she searches for Status and selects Most Recent Job Status. From the Values drop-down, she expands the AutoSys category and selects all known trouble states, including failure, inactive, on hold, and terminated. Chris now wants to further narrow the list to jobs that are configured to raise alerts when they fail. From the AutoSys grouping, in the next condition she selects the Alarm If Failure attribute. In the Criteria drop-down, she chooses Exists to include only those jobs where this alert configuration is defined. With all her filter conditions defined, Chris clicks the Apply button to generate the filtered results. AAI returns a list of just over 300 jobs that match the criteria she specified. As she scans the list, Chris notices that some jobs containing the word port may not be related to portfolio reconciliations and could be unrelated to her scope. To refine the list further, she clicks the pencil icon in the filter bar to reopen the advanced search dialog and review her filters. In the job name condition, she replaces the word port with the full word portfolio, and then clicks apply to update the results and narrow the list more precisely. With that change, Chris now has a much shorter list, just over 40 jobs that precisely match her updated filter conditions. This final list represents all trouble state jobs in AutoZeus that meet the criteria relevant to her monitoring responsibilities. Remember, when you run an advanced search from the global toolbar, you define the search criteria in exactly the same way. More importantly, this same skill is essential when you define filters for job-related data insights, which we covered in the Data Insights course. And with that, we conclude this use case scenario on using advanced job filters to build complex filter conditions beyond those available in the standard filter menu. Before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at what we learned from this scenario. From this scenario, we learned that you can use the advanced filter dialog to build complex job filters based on multiple conditions. Pick from a range of scheduler and job-specific attributes beyond the standard filters. Apply nested and or the OR logic to combine attributes. You can search and identify attributes across grouped categories, and modify applied filters at any time to refine your results. Thank you for watching.